Is being a surrogate mother before marriage a sin?
No, I believe this question cannot be answered specifically from the scripture because the Bible has no specifics to deal with such an issue. So we have to use wisdom from biblical principles. One of the principles that we can see is that God has always intended pregnancy to be out of a man and a woman's relationship in marriage. That is God's created order. And that should be always preferred first. Now, of course, surrogacy has come in through medical science, providing avenues for mothers who are unable to be pregnant, have children, by having other women bear the child for them. And I believe modern society can and should accept such cases because it enables, families to have children. Now, in those cases, I believe it is best when surrogacy is through mothers who have gone through the process of childbirth themselves. They have gone through the physical, hormonal, and emotional changes themselves. So in such cases, it can be accepted. It is not always the desired alternative, but it can be accepted. However, in the case of a virgin, a girl who's never been pregnant, never been married, but compelled into surrogacy for financial reasons, my advice would be don't do it. I'm not saying it's a sin, but I am saying that it is a disturbance of God's order, God's principle, because pregnancy does cause a lot of changes to a woman's body, to a woman's emotional and mental makeup, and brings hormonal changes to her body. So if she has never been married and she has never been with a man, and for her to be pregnant, it will affect her marriage chances in the future. It will also cause her to be mature before her desired relationship from the blessing of God is brought into her life, right? So it will have consequences for her. So I would always suggest that a girl who has never been married or been pregnant before should never go into surrogacy and should explore every other means of financial support and provision for many other sources instead of having to take this route, because it will have consequences on your body. And even though we cannot outrightly say that this is a sin, it does have consequences which are more negative than positive. So I would never recommend that for anyone.